my name is Jasmine Sky, and I'm here today at a wide angle in front of my bookshelves because I'm going to film a fun book challenge video because it's just that kind of day and I want to do something exciting instead of sitting down in front of the camera. Today we're going to be doing the Do I Have That Book challenge. This is a fairly old challenge and I watched videos of booktubers and author tubers doing it way back when it first came out, but it's been a while, so hopefully I don't really remember the questions and I can participate fairly myself. With this challenge, there's some amount of questions and I am going to have to find the books related to those, and I'm going to time myself and see what my time is, and then maybe in the future I'll do the Do I Have That Other Book challenge and time myself with that and see if I can beat whatever time I get in this video. So let's see how well I know my bookshelves. I'm gonna get the questions up on my phone and I'm gonna time myself and we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, I feel like I need to stretch before this. Okay, here we go. Number one, do you have a book with deckled edges? Do I? Do I? I don't actually know that I have a book with deckled edges on my shelf. I don't like deckled edges, so we're gonna say no and we're gonna move on and I'll come back to that. Number two, do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? Yes, definitely. I can do The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. And number 3, do you have a book based on another fictional story? Yeah. My Plain Jane is a Jane Eyre retelling, and this is by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. Number 4, do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? Oathbringer? How long is this title? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. 11. Editing Jasmine here. I realized for this question that I thought at the time that it said a title at least 10 letters long, so Oathbringer at 11 letters, I thought that counted. But I just realized it just says 10 letters exactly. So I failed that, but I do have some books that are just 10 letters. For instance, Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers is 10 letters long, so we'll go with this one instead. Number 5, do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? Starts and ends with the same letter is question. Ray Bearer by Jordan Afleco starts with R, ends with R. Good. Okay, moving on. Do I have a mass market paperback? I have a ton of mass market paperbacks. We'll grab Stardust by Neil Gaiman. Here we go. Do I have a book written by an author using a pen name? Definitely. Which ones do I grab? Who do I know for sure uses a pen name? One of the original pen name authors, Murasaki Shikibu, who wrote The Tale of Genji, aka the first novel ever written in some people's estimation, in my estimation. And Murasaki Shikibu was not her real name. We don't know what her real name was, so there we go. Do I have a book with a character's name in the title? Sure. How about Alana, The First Adventure by Tamara Pierce. Alana is the main character. Do I have a book with 2 maps in it? I know for sure that Brandon Sanderson's books tend to have a ton of maps. So let's check if The Way of Kings has, okay, 1 map for sure. Does it have a second map? Yes, second map. So 1 map, 2 maps, there we go. Let's go. Do I have a book that was turned into a TV show? I have Darkly Dreaming Dexter somewhere. Here we go. This, in fact, has the cover for Dexter, the TV show. Darkly Dreaming Dexter was the book that inspired that TV show. This is by Jeff Lindsay. Number 11, do I have a book written by someone who is originally famous for something else, aka like a celebrity? Do I? I'm checking my nonfiction, which I don't have a lot of nonfiction. I think we're gonna have to go back to that question because I'm not sure that I have one. So we're gonna come back to that. Number 12, do I have a book with a clock on the cover? I don't know. I'm gonna check the books that have like a bunch of symbols on them because there's a good chance that one of these two books has a clock, maybe. That's a no for the Hazelwood, and that's a no for the Night Country. Well, that's a bummer. What else might have a clock? Oh, found one. Okay. There's exciting. It's right down there. This is Bernard Pepperlin by Kara Hoffman. Got a clock. Here we go. Moving on. 13, do I have a poetry book? Sure do. Let's see. I will grab. This is probably my favorite poetry collection. This is Gogol in Rome by Katia Kopovich. Moving on, let's see. Do I have a book with an award stamp on it? I'm sure I do. Princess Academy? Yep, Princess Academy has an award stamp on it by Shannon Hale. This was given the Newbery. There you go. Moving on, let's go. Do I have a book written by an author with the same initials as me? So we're gonna go with J.S., Jasmine Sky. Who else? What other J authors do I have? Jessica Townsend doesn't work. I need someone with an, oh, here, perfect. The Bartimaeus Trilogy, The Amulet of Samarkand by Jonathan Stroud, J.S. And moving on, 16, do I have a book of short stories? Yes, I do. Let's grab, oh my goodness, oh. This is a book that I used in college. This is The Art of the Short Story, 52 great authors and their best short fiction and their insights on writing, which I had to read in a college English class. So, do I have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages long? It's a very specific number, 500 and 510. I'm gonna guess this is too short. Oh! 525, we're close. Maybe the first one. Nope, 461, okay. How big is Skyward? Oh, is this perfect? Or is this one over? Shoot, 513! How big is Starsight? Ooh, 461, hi. Okay, how about Illuminae? I feel like this one's gonna be too long. Oh yeah, this is 600. The 5th season is too short, 443. Okay, we're gonna put that like that, okay. How big is Docile? That's gonna be way too short. Those are short. How about Grave Mercy maybe? 552, too long. Oh my goodness, this is difficult. Why is this so difficult? Dance of Thieves? Oh. Yes, 505 pages. Dance of Thieves by Mary Pearson. Okay. Moving on. Do I have a book that was turned into a movie? I already did Stardust. What other book has been turned into a movie on my shelf? Boop, 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 boop. I mean, we could go with The Three Musketeers has been turned into a lot of movies. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna go with that, though we can also go back to Stardust by Neil Gaiman, because this is the movie cover, in fact, on the front of that book. So, okay, Three Musketeers, go over there. Let's see. Do I have a graphic novel? Sure do. We'll go with Check Please Volume 1 by Ngozi Ukazu. Probably my favorite graphic novel ever, so. And then, number 20, last question. Do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? I mean, I had those by the Lady Jane, but maybe if I want to grab a different one. Well, apparently I don't have a ton of books written by 2 more authors, so we're going to go with the other book by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jodi Meadows, which is My Lady Jane, which is a retelling of Jane of England. I can't remember her last name, but this is funny. Okay. Those were all the questions. I'm going to stop the time. I had 12 minutes, 36 seconds, so not the best time, but that's what I got. Let's go back to the 2 that I skipped. I don't think I have a book with deckled edges, but I'm gonna double check my shelf real quick. And then the other one that I skipped was, do I have a book written by someone originally famous for something else? So I'm gonna real quick skip and see if I just failed to find those books on my shelf. I did have a book with deckled edges. Ooh, bummer. The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross has, I don't know if you could see, but it has deckled edges. So I failed. I didn't know my books as well as I thought I knew my books, I guess. Interestingly enough, I guess I don't feel too bad about not realizing that, because I just read the second in that duology, the Queen's Rising duology, which is the Queen's Resistance, and it does not have deckled edges, so it's not my fault for not realizing the first had deckled edges and the second doesn't, right? The closest I can come to a book written by a celebrity, I think, is Slouching Towards Bethlehem by Joan Didion, who is a fairly famous reporter. And this is a book of essays that she wrote about people she met and things that she's seen during her many, many years of being a reporter and magazine writer and stuff like that. So that's the closest I can come, I think. So yeah. Okay, that's it. That was the Do I Have That Book challenge. I didn't do as well as I was hoping I would do, so obviously I have to come back for the Do I Have That Other Book challenge to redeem myself, right? So if you want to see me do that, please leave a like, comment, all of that. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not. And as always, please check out my description, because I always have links to causes that really need your support. So please look at those, click on those, share those, donate, do whatever you can to help those causes. And with that, thank you so very much for watching, and I look forward to chatting with y'all in the comments.